Hey everybody, Nick Faber here from Roundtable Sports, your go-to guy for all Michigan State sports daily news. Here to talk about how Michigan State can advance to their first Final Four since 2019. Probably could have been 2020. I still wholeheartedly believe that Cassius Winston and our 2020 squad was winning the first championship won by a Big Ten team since Michigan State did it in 2000. Unfortunately, COVID-19 said no. And then we went to post-COVID time, and since then, Tom Izzo has plummeted. He has gotten to the Elite Eight just once, and that was last year when they lost to Texas Tech. And this year is going to be a full gauntlet if they want to try to get to the Elite Eight, the Final Four, even the Sweet 16. It's going to be tough to start. Games, I'm predicting all chalk to win outside of Louisville. I bet South Florida upsets Louisville, and that is who Michigan State will play in the second round. In the second round, I have Duke winning, St. John's over Kansas, Michigan State over South Florida, and UConn over UCLA. So chalk everywhere but the St. John's pick, which is pretty much a pick 'em in the 4-5 matchup. And I think St. John's is even better than Kansas and probably should have had Kansas's 4 spot. I also believe UCLA should have had Louisville's 6 spot, but all that is moot as we move on. Duke and St. John's in the Sweet 16, Michigan State and UConn. I have Duke beating St. John's by 1 point, even though St. John's will probably lead late. I think it's going to be a great game, the best game of the entire bracket. Michigan State, UConn, a rematch from an exhibition game on October 28th where UConn won by 7 points. But I believe Michigan State can continue their winning ways, use their balanced team to upset UConn and move on to the Elite Eight against Duke. Hopefully, Duke and St. John's went to 150 overtimes, and both of them cannot even walk. Whoever wins, I got Duke winning, so hopefully Duke can barely walk into the court, thus giving Michigan State an advantage. That is what they'll need to beat the number 1 team overall. I think they can do it. I predict Michigan State to win by 2 points over Duke, even though Duke beat Michigan State 66-60 earlier in the year. That game was tight, and I believe Michigan State can get the win over Duke to advance to the first Final Four since 2019. Got to manifest it somehow. Let's go.